What's up, you people? David here, and today I'm going to be talking about something that could very well be controversial. It's something that can definitely rub people the wrong way, and I understand that. I haven't watched The Sound of Freedom. I feel like as a Christian, I'm really not a political person. I do lean conservative. I just want to say I do not have a desire to see Sound of Freedom. From the time it really hit the media, when so many people like Christians and conservatives were pushing that everybody must see this movie, that everybody needs to run out and see this movie, that this movie is important. It almost feels like if you're a Christian or conservative, they make it feel like you have to see this movie. They even went as far as to say like Hollywood elites don't want you to see this movie. The media doesn't want you to see this movie. I think the movie has reached in its first week. I'm not sure if this is accurate, but reached second in the box office or whatever. It's a popular movie that pretty much everybody is seeing, everybody is talking about. A lot of people on the left don't like the movie, the Democrats or whatever, they don't like the movie. The movie has definitely sparked a lot of attention and controversies, but I'm just gonna go over what people could call opinion. I believe some of it is how I feel and some of it is what I know. I don't know a lot about the movie. I haven't seen it, like I said. I know it's based on a man named Tim Ballard and his operation to save these children that have been child sex trafficked. I don't know how accurate the movie is. I know it's based on a true story, but I don't know how accurate the movie is in telling the story. I get that the movie does have a message behind it. I do give the movie the benefit of the doubt that I'm glad that there's a movie raising awareness about a serious issue in our society of child sex trafficking. I just disagree with this approach of bringing attention to child sex trafficking. There are a lot of people that are acting like them watching this movie is going to inch us closer into preventing child sex trafficking. I would have preferred that this movie have been made a documentary. I would have preferred a documentary about how serious sex trafficking in general is, of children, and not only children, but people in vulnerable situations like prostitutes, like homeless people, like people on the streets out in this world. Because yes, child sex trafficking is horrible, but sex trafficking in general is a horrible crime of taking people and selling them and using them and raping them and doing whatever they're doing to these kids and to these people is a horrible crime. I think making it a movie in general is watering down the importance and the significance of this issue. And I know that's gonna sound crazy to a lot of people, but movies are entertainment. I know a lot of people would say this movie was not entertaining, it was heart-wrenching. It had us in our feels, it made us emotional, It's a serious issue, nothing about this movie is entertaining. Yes, it is. Every movie is entertainment, sad or not. There is horror movies that are sad, that are scary. They entertain our emotions. This movie is entertainment. Yes, it's based on a true story, but it's also dramatized. It's also exaggerated. It's also not accurate. It's a movie. That's why people are doing movie reviews on it. It's because it's a movie. I would have preferred it be a documentary based on facts, based on real life evidence, based on real accounts of child sex trafficking. We know it's real. I feel like these people that are seeing this movie are just being manipulated almost. I see the pros and cons of the whole situation. If I'm being completely honest, I've seen more positive things said about this movie than negative. And I'm not speaking from a political perspective at all. Maybe some people involved in this project or in this movie, maybe some of their hearts is in the right place. Maybe their motives are to genuinely stop child sex trafficking, but the whole thing felt like a marketing campaign. There's an end credit scene with Jim Caviezel telling people pretty much to see the movie and to say that God's children aren't for sale, and it acts as a call to action to get people to spread this message.
These kids can be more powerful than the cartel kingpins or presidents or congressmen or even tech billionaires. We believe this movie has the power to be a huge step forward toward ending child trafficking, but it will only have that effect if millions of people see it. We don't want finances to be the reason someone doesn't see this movie, so Angel Studios boldly has set up a pay it forward program where you can pay for someone else's ticket who might not otherwise see it. If you're able, we invite you to pay it forward by buying a ticket for someone else, or if your budget is tight, share the already available free tickets with as many friends as you can. Join us and millions of others as we ring sound of freedom and hope throughout the world. And just remember this, God's children are not for sale.
And I believe it's like this. Child sex trafficking has been going on for years, and it is going on currently as we speak right now. It is a serious problem in our society, among many other horrible crimes. But I feel like this approach to it, it comes off disingenuous. I'm hoping the money earned from this movie is going to causes to prevent child sex trafficking, because otherwise this feels like a marketing campaign. It feels like they are using child sex trafficking, that topic in particular, not sex trafficking in general, but child sex trafficking, because they know how many hearts it's going to touch. Because when we think of a child, we think of something innocent, something vulnerable, something defenseless that cannot protect itself. And a lot of parents and families and women have a desire to protect their children. They definitely get very emotional just at the thought that these children are going through any kind of torture or endangerment. So that alone is going to bring in attention. It's going to have people wanting to see it, and it's going to get people in their emotions. And a lot of times our emotions cloud our judgment. A lot of times we can't see what's actually going on because we get so led by our emotions, and we're not looking at it from a grander perspective. When he said God's children aren't for sale, yet again, they're using children to get sales. They're using the idea of a child being in danger to get their sales up. That's what it seems like to me. Like I said, it's pros and cons. The movie is popular and it does raise awareness, but is child sex trafficking truly something that we were never aware of? Are we not aware of how evil Hollywood, and not just Hollywood, America is? America is an evil, godless place full of people doing lots of immoral things that are becoming more acceptable over time. Are we truly not aware that there are children in this world being taken advantage of, being kidnapped, being marketed, being used to gain profit from? I felt like this movie is pulling heartstrings to get a bigger profit. And a lot of Christians went to go see it. And a lot of people said this is a faith-based movie. I've heard there's a praying scene, and I've heard that they used the scripture, about the millstone. But Tim Ballard isn't a Christian. Tim Ballard is a Mormon. And Jim Caviezel believes that God called him to be an actor. He said he doesn't believe in coincidences, that even his initials are JC. Do you think God honestly called him to be an actor? Or that God called him to play Jesus Christ in Passion of the Christ? That automatically breaks the second commandment. God doesn't want anybody portraying him or even building anything in his stature or any image of him, because nobody has seen God. So they have a person who played as God, who knows how to manipulate the emotions, I would say. I feel like they got him as the perfect actor, as Tim Ballard, to display these emotions of grief and pain. He utilizes that to the best of his ability. That's what draws people in, is that they can feel those emotions. But think about it like this. You sitting there watching that movie for 2 hours or whatever, how long the runtime is, do you feel like sitting there watching that movie, you've saved a child from being sex trafficked? Why should a bunch of people see this movie? And why does it have to be a movie? Why couldn't it be a documentary? Why does it specifically have to be about child sex trafficking instead of the sex trafficking as a general, like children, teens, adults, everybody? This movie has sparked so much controversy. It sparked so much rumors and conspiracies. And I believe all it's doing is helping them in this marketing strategy, because all publicity is good publicity. If people are saying don't watch it, people are going to watch it. If people are saying go watch it, people are going to watch it. Either way, people are going to watch this movie, and it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow. If you say anything negative, I guess, about this movie, there are people who would say that you must condone pedophilia, rape, and a lot of horrible crimes. You must condone all this. You must be part of the elite that doesn't want us to know the truth. Why can't people just have a different point of view and not be evil because of it? I don't understand that. Why can people just see things from a different lens? Because maybe I could be right and you could be wrong, or I could be wrong and you could be right. Either way, the whole point of this video is just to say that I don't have a desire to see Sound of Freedom because this approach does not seem genuine to me. It doesn't seem like they're just doing this to raise awareness for child sex trafficking. I feel like there is more to it than that. That's my view of this Sound of Freedom thing. I really didn't make this video to hurt anybody. I didn't make this video to shield people from truth, but I simply made this video to share my perspective and to pretty much give you another way of thinking about things. I love you all. God bless you all. Bye.